Hello and welcome to DayZ. So somebody asked me to show them how I would start a game, so I figured I'd give it a go and record one of the starts that I'm doing. So hopefully this helps somebody. Firstly, I'm pretty sure, see, I've just been playing the game, so I just ended up killing my previous character, and I'm pretty sure he was over here somewhere. I'm just curious, just bear with me a moment. No. I'll find him later. Right, so first thing, you start off, you've got your bare essentials, and you want to go to the nearest town or city. If you can't find a town or city, usually power lines lead to and from towns, follow the train tracks, so on and so forth. You will usually always find some towns and industrial estates. Just don't keep running up the coast because you won't get many supplies that way. First thing I'm going to search is a couple of sheds because they're closest. You usually get tools and other such supplies in there. You can get sledgehammers, you can get axes. There's a multitude of things you can get in sheds. I'm apparently not getting anything. These wooden houses are also good to search in. Oh yes. That's a little bit more. Oh, and a backpack. Backpack is always good. Always grab a backpack no matter what it is when you're starting off. 9mm, that's what I'll need. I'm sure I'll find a handgun or something. There's a police station not too far. So you just want to look in. Oh, and boots. Now the shoes you start off with are pristine, see, however their insulation isn't the greatest, so if you find boots, always check the insulation rates. That was some really good insulation, so way better. Just gonna search some houses in and out. I've sort of put in my guide what the best houses to search are. Houses are better for clothing, bullets, food, and general utensils and supplies you might need. Oh, and I'm going to keep this shirt here because later on, if I want to make some rags, I can, and I have the space for it. So if I find a knife, I can make some rags, and rags are just useful for so many things, including healing yourself. At the start, you don't have to be so conservative with supplies. I have detailed what the best houses to search are, but when you're first starting off, looking around these random houses does have stuff, but not what I want. We really want to go this direction because there's a police station over there to the right, and ideally, and only if you can, you want to plan your journey inland around police stations, hospitals, and military bases. In the guide I made, I do show pictures of these buildings to show what they look like. Police stations, hospitals, military bases, military cars as well. Police cars can also have weapons and so on and so forth. The first thing you should be getting is a knife, food, and then move on to weapons. Next is the police station. However, I don't really have a weapon, so I'm going to have to be extra careful. Right, so here's where we are. The little red blip on the map shows where we are. Get these binoculars. I can use them at the top of the police station in a little while just to look around. It is getting dark. I didn't really want to restart it in a lighter place just so I could show people how to sort of maneuver around the dark as well. And it doesn't really make that much of a difference, especially when you kind of know what you're looking for. Also, I'm going to be doing the whole video in this little town area just to show people that you don't have to travel miles just to get enough gear to go inland. I'm trying to listen out for the chicken. Chickens are a great source of calories, and they can keep you warm. There we go. So, I've got nothing to cut the chicken with right now, so I'm just going to take, well, the hen even. So I'm just going to take it and put it in the bag. The bag, and wait until I can find some thing to cut it with, which isn't going to be soon, apparently. My keyboard is still broken, by the way. This isn't the game, this is me. Checking police stations is important to get guns, but also checking adjacent buildings will get you some guns as well as ammo and other such supplies. Although there doesn't seem to be a lot here. This isn't the quietest of servers, so it is possible it's been looted and it just hasn't respawned yet. Or maybe it's just not here. Do we want that? No. I'm happy with the warmth, although I can get more storage from certain police clothing. I'm happy with the warmth. Also, always check these trees next to the police station. Apples galore. I think people seriously underestimate how many fruit trees there are in this game. I'll look for some more in a little while. But first, I'm going to check in here. You have to check every room, every corner, every shelf. Things can spawn pretty much anywhere in here. But always be careful because, generally speaking, other people know that as well. And so they end up coming in. End up coming in. Move that over, that gives me a bit more storage. I'm then gonna go upstairs and check up. Wait. Oh, and a shotgun. Okay, don't mind if I do. Shotgun shells, not that difficult to find. You can find them in most houses as well, all around the place. I mean, assuming they spawn. You can find them in the police stations here. Oh, I'll take that as well. Pistols, again. When you've got the space, you have to be less conservative with what you pick up. So it's always good to just pick up as many things as you think you may find useful. Because if somebody attacks you and you don't have any shotgun shells, but you can find bullets for the pistol, it's always good to have bullets for the pistol and just whip it out really quickly. Plus you can conceal it easily as well, which can definitely get you out of danger in some situations. So keep that in mind. No, got that. Okay, so I'm going to go to the rooftop. It's really starting to get dark. Now you can see it. Right. So, there's not really I can see with the binoculars in this particular view, but if you're in a bigger city and a bigger police station, first of all, never stand on the rooftop. You will usually be killed. I'm really doing this for demonstration purposes. This is not usually how I do things. I wouldn't go anywhere near the roof. There's just no reason to. But so that you can see with the binoculars. Not really. Oh, that house I'll go in later. That's a very good house to go into. Again, it's on the guide. Okay, so let's go and leave the police station now. I'm going to go down and check some things out. It's good to know that there are zombies outside police stations, usually always, and how outside hospitals, outside fire stations. They are harder to kill. They're not the hardest zombies to kill, but they are definitely more difficult. They absorb way more blows, so just be careful if you're going to take them on, especially if you're taking them on like me, without any form of weapon whatsoever, which is just ridiculous. If you don't have a weapon, you should probably avoid them, because otherwise it just becomes a really protracted battle. Checking this building to see if there's a weapon in here. Sometimes you can find bats and so on the floor. Nope, nothing in there. What about in here? Here, completely empty. It's fair. Bomber jacket. I like the bomber jacket, so I'm gonna put it on. There's no strategic advantage to wearing it. I just like it. I don't know why everything's so blue today. All my clothes are blue. Shoes. My shoes are better. I'm gonna try and take these zombies out so I can drink in peace. So the first one. Again, when you don't have a weapon, this is not advised. Oh. I kinda want the hat. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to damage the hat. There we go. Oh, a torch as well. See, I've got the battery, so the battery and the torch go together. There are very few situations you really use a torch unless you're in certain circumstances, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend it. It just draws too much attention to you. Oh, I look cool on my hat though. Right, so check in here for any weapons. No, nothing in there. Oh, pliers though. I can always use pliers. Right, okay, what about in the car? Oh, I can see snacks over there. Nothing here though, I can't get to them. So see these snacks on the floor, from the door maybe? Still no? Okay, I'll go to the front should. I don't know why it's not letting me pick it up. Right, aha, right, because I had the torch, that was strange. Okay, so I've got snacks. These snacks sort of make your water go down, I believe. So it's always good to be next to a well when you have anything with high salt content. So just going to drink for a while. Always looking out for other players because this is a great opportunity for them to ambush me while I'm unaware. But you can see around me there are quite a few fruit trees. So it's good to note that fruit trees are just, they are everywhere and they will keep you going. I'm doing a series right now where I'm just surviving off the land. It's a challenge. I'm not allowed any tinned food or any cans of Pepsi or anything like that. I'm only allowed to drink water. I'm only allowed to drink to eat food I get from the land. And fruit trees are just keeping me going right now. Them and chickens, dude. It's just like the world of chickens. You shouldn't really fight in third person. there's no advantage. To take control, go back in first person and then let them have it. Unless they run around you like that. Come on. Right, so ordinarily, right now, I'm looking for a knife. Once I find a knife, I would then head inland because you can find more supplies than the supplies you need. So I'm gonna look for a knife and a stall. Right now, these little stalls here, always worth going in. They usually have food and other such little things, such as this, although it's not a lot of food. Glasses. Now I have a cool hat and cool glasses. I'm feeling pretty good with myself right now, to be honest. This tree here, I meant to mention it before. Usually you can find things on the floor. See, there will be more over here. This isn't one. There were more though. Let's check for a weapon. I'm sure there were more. So there's fruit tree here, fruit tree there. Yeah, okay. There are definitely more. I feel as though it's important to be able to identify them because in a dire situation they can save your life as well as give you a little boost of energy. Oh, I really can't catch a break today. There's no weapons. Ah, fruit trees. See, so fruit trees here, if it's dark, just keep looking on the floor. If you don't have a torch, then just press the inventory button and you should be able to find them. I'll demonstrate it in a little while, no doubt. So this torch, again, there's no strategic benefit here really. In fact, I'm going to get away. Right, so this backpack here, let me show you this. So if I get rid of the torch, this backpack allows me to attach a glow stick to it and keep my hands free. So I can see the immediate area around me, which is great for checking in houses and sheds and so on and so forth. It's not as bright as the torch, and as I say, your hands are also free as well, which is a huge benefit, especially if you get into some sort of fight or if zombies come along. It saves you having to beat them with the torch and destroy it or lose it. Oh, a frying pan. I'll have that. Let me just eat these to get rid of them. Might as well. Again, I'm pretty sure water goes down. Frying pan's always good to have. I don't really need it now, but I'm going to take it anyway because when you get into the mid supply range, it's definitely good to have. Although, again, early stage, you may not need it. Right. I still need a knife. So there's a shed down there. Houses there. Oh. This is the one I always tell people to check in. Any house that's like this, whether it's red, whether it's brown, green, always check in. Close that door. I say always check in, and there's nothing here right now. I swear, usually these houses are really good. That'll do nicely. That's good. I've got bullets, so they're for this. Okay. So let me just load a bullet into this. I don't have a clip, but it might come in handy. I'm sure I can use it for something. Opening the door first. Okay. So I need a knife. It'll be the last thing that I need because I want to show one last thing just to get people started, and then I'm sort of, just like I say, there's enough stuff here now for you to be able to go. Fruit trees again. So if you can't see in the dark, just press the inventory and you'll be able to see around you. Duct tape. Duct tape is always good. I was tied up earlier and somebody shot me right in the face. It's not a good moment. Lights. No, really need it. Don't need any of this. All these fruit trees. See, look at this. All these fruit trees, there has to be something here. I can't see, so I'm just pressing the inventory as I'm passing. That's rotten. Oh, okay. I think nighttime is the best time to get fruit on these trees. There are so many on the floor, but they're all rotten. Yeah, so there's one. And a zombie. I really need a weapon. Damn it. Just swung by and got me. Just go down. Why don't you go down? I've got a video that I'm doing now. Actually, I've nearly finished it. Nope, don't need the human meat. And it's teaching you how to fight zombies. And I just don't ever listen to it. I'll never claim that my advice is perfect or flawless, but you know, it can be effective. It certainly has been for me. You know, apart from the whole being tied up and shot in the face thing. If I had to give advice there, I'd probably advise against it. Oh, a sickle. Nice, that'll do nicely. Right, so I have the knife. Basically, I've got apples, I've got some food. There's a well. I know where the well is, so I could completely stack up on water, which I recommend doing. So right now I'm going to basically show you the last thing that I want to show, because it's basically ready to head on land. This is taking way longer than I thought it would. I honestly thought I'd be done in about 10 minutes and then I'd be on the inland, but you know, I've tried to go as slow as I can and explain a few things. But the last thing is here. Cooking a chicken, building a fire, cut down some trees, turn the shirt I kept earlier into rags, using the knife, put the chicken on the floor, slice the chicken into breasts, using the knife again. Now I've sharpened this stick, again using a knife. I'm beginning to see the theme. It can then be used as a weapon or as a tool to cook with. Right, it's going to get some bark from this tree and combine it with a stick. Got a hand drill now. Just going to start the fire. Once the fire starts, you get your stick. You combine the chicken with it, the sharpened stick by the way, and then you just wait for the fire to turn white before you can cook. See the ash built around the fire? Now that means I can roast my chicken. Now the chicken will take as long as that circle takes to fill. You just hold the button. Or you can just watch the chicken and it'll change colour eventually. Right, so I'm basically ready to go. Before you eat, wash your hands. We know where the well is. I'm not going to go back to it because there's no point. You can also use bottled water to wash hands, or ponds and so on and so forth. Do not eat with bloody hands, and you always get bloody hands when you skin a chicken, which is why I kept the chicken. I didn't skin it right away, because as soon as you skin it, you get blood on your hands, and as soon as you get blood on your hands, you can't eat anything until you wash them, or you will get ill, which is why gloves are useful. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And as always, until next time.